All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're back up here. It's nighttime, one of the best times. We're at the Ford dealership here. What we're going to talk about is a 2025 worth buying? Any vehicle, doesn't matter who makes it. 2025 Tacoma, 2025 Tundra, 2025 F-150, 2025 Super Duty, 2025 Ram. It doesn't matter. Jeep, it doesn't matter. Is it worth getting one when we have so much inventory of 2024s right here to choose from? And the answer is not only a resounding no, definitely buy a 2024, any brand, but also we are in a weird place now where we've always had a little bit, okay? They called it TSI or whatever it was, or TCI, technical, or TCR, that's what it was. There was a technical term for it. TCR, technical cost reduction, okay? This is where they would change things out throughout the mid cycles and things like that on your vehicle. I did a video about this almost a year ago, and all brands would do it, where you would go from like having metal hinges to plastic hinges, going from true leather center consoles to fake leather center consoles, things that they never told you about, and you just dealt with it, or you didn't know. It was just secretly done, okay? And Ford's done that stuff a lot. They went from the Dana Super 60 on a Super Duty down to a Super 50, basically. They do all these little things, okay? All of them do. Look at all the corners that Toyota's cut. This is the world we live in. But in 2025, it's been astronomical, especially for Ford. The cuts that they have done, the things that they have changed, where you're losing out. Remember, we talked about and did videos about the fact that you don't get leather anymore in a Lariat and the Super Duties. They've cut it out. You got to go to the King Ranch or Platinum. Okay, these companies are pushing you into higher trim levels that we don't need and don't want. And they're forcing them down our throats in order to get basic things that we did like leather, okay, this kind of stuff. They've changed the transmissions out. They've weakened things up. Again, weaker differentials. They're playing these little hidden games. Even the Bronco or the Explorers going to the single bolt rear ends and all this stuff that they're doing with these things, they cheapen them up and they don't bring it to your attention, okay? You learn about it in forums or through articles or people that actually know stuff, but Ford's not telling you. They're not gonna tell you that we made these Explorers cheaper than what they were before, and they're not as good a quality, and they're not built as well, and they're not gonna last as long, and they don't tell you that stuff, okay? You find that out online, or you find that out by doing research, and then you see it and you shake your head. The point is that 2024 was a fantastic year for vehicles. Okay, and they had a lot of great ones out there, and they still do. There's a ton of them on the lots because we are at that precipice of the peak of saying, no, we won't pay those prices anymore. When we say we will not pay those prices anymore, vehicles sit. They get what they call lot rot, and that's what we have going on everywhere. And look at a Toyota deal. Watch some of my videos and see all that stuff. There's a lot of vehicles that are available that are 2024s. And they're available for good deals. I just did videos on this thing right here. Okay, you can get this thing for like $18,000 to $20,000 off. Okay, you can get this thing for like 25 grand. This Bronco Sport all-wheel drive. Where's my price on this? It's getting dark. I can't see very well. $37,000. Phone sees better than I can out here. $37,000 for this thing. You could get this for like 23, 24 grand. Okay, maybe not at this dealership, but you can. I showed a video on that. The deals are amazing on the 2024s. Okay, you can get, I just showed you, we just did a video on these talking about the deals that they cut and the things that they removed from them. Look at them, they got tons of Super Duties just lined up all the way down. And you can get these things for $10,000 off. $10,000, $12,000 off on these vehicles. In 25, you will not be able to do that. And in 2025, especially this Super Duty lineup, it's worse. There's nothing better in 2025. But 2025 is built cheaper, with cheaper and more inferior parts than what a 2024 was. It's just a reality of it today. So buying in or if you're looking for a new truck, okay, you're looking for anything like that new, now is the time to get it. To get a 2024. Okay, the prices are good, the deals are phenomenal, the inventory is high on pretty much everything out there, and you have all of these options to choose from. If you think it's worth waiting till 2025 to get maybe an inch bigger screen, or maybe a better deal on Blue Cruise, or what Toyota's new sticker package they got on whatever that new trim package on the Tundra they have is, where it's basically just a couple stripes on the seat and a couple stripe stickers on the side. more power to you. But I promise you, you're probably better off financially by buying a 24, but not only financially, but also by quality, in my opinion. I think this is where it's at, is buying the ones that are here on the lots and saving that money and taking advantage of it. For the first time in a long time, there's nothing being offered in 2025 that has any significant value over the 2024, but the price differences are different. Okay, that's the difference here. Okay, I mean, many years have been just carryover, but what I'm getting at is, for the first time in 5 years, our carryovers are not that much more valuable, and we have better deals. We have the deals right now. 2024 was the year of deals for all brands, astronomical deals, because they thought people would keep buying at the crazy high prices and people didn't. Okay, they just said no, the interest rates are too high, your vehicle costs are too much. We got Stellantis that's losing dealerships left and right because people can't afford to deal with them anymore, can't afford to buy their cars. You got Ford that's overloaded with stuff and they're half-assing everything that they do, and they can't keep things going, leading recalls, and people don't want to buy them. You got Toyota that made their prices insane, and their Tundras and Tacomas and all their trucks are having all kinds of issues, so their vehicles aren't moving as well as they thought they would, and they made a whole bunch of inventory hoping that these things would happen, but they're not happening. So what we're left with is a tremendous amount of 2024s and a super sexy Gladiator right there. Look at that dirty thing. Oh, I love it. Anyway, they are left with a lot of inventory, a lot of vehicles here to choose from, a lot of 2024s with a lot of fantastic deals, and nothing beats it in 2025 when you can get the discounts that you can today and you can get the deals off of these things. Okay, that's the beauty of what we have going on here. Okay, we got so much opportunity, and yet look at the Broncos even here, so much opportunity right here at tremendous discounts and no gains in 2025. Okay, there's no benefit there. These games that these companies played, even like here on these expeditions that we got here, you know, right over here, looking at this, these games are what has hit the max, and now they're trying to backpedal. Okay, this right here, you take a look at this expedition, what do they want for this thing? $83,000. Okay, they realize they bumped their head and people aren't going to pay it. But rather than try to backpedal it and start offering it at a lower price, they're going to cheapen it out as much as they can so that they can bump up their profits a little bit more by using the cheaper everything they can. This is a strategy that all of them are doing now. This is the way the world is. This is how the games are played. And it's coming back to haunt them, and people aren't paying it. So they're all sitting here offering tremendous deals, huge discounts, getting 0% for 5 years, for 60 months. Okay, all of this stuff is coming back because they cannot move any of this. It's not just Ford, every dealership. Okay, it's how it is. Same exact thing. They just cannot move these vehicles. So the option for you to get them at a significant savings is there, and I highly recommend you take advantage of it. Let 2025 be the year that nobody buys a new truck. Everybody go out, buy a 2024, and then let them put the 2025s on a lot, and let's see what those sales numbers do, and let them realize, oh man, we screwed up. People didn't buy a lot in 2024, and now they're not buying even in 2025. What's the problem? The problem is you guys are building crap cars, crap trucks for astronomical money, and it's coming back to bite you in the butt. I would love to see that happen, but that's just my personal preference. Point I'm trying to make for you, save yourself the trouble. Don't save yourself the trouble, save yourself the money, save yourself the grief, and get a better vehicle, and it was a better vehicle made in 2024 for a much better price than you're going to find in 2025. It's just not worth waiting on a 2025 for any brand, anything coming out. Just save the money on a 2024. Thanks for watching.